Hello, welcome to my first ever cooking video. So for this recipe, I modified it from having meat to having nothing but mushrooms and black beans. And since I like jalapeno poppers, I thought, well, why not do some poblano poppers? So I got big old poblanos, and I got some black beans that are soaked and drained, no salt added. And half a cup of cooked black beans contains 8 grams of protein, no fat, 20 grams of carbohydrates, 7 grams of fiber, and no sugar. Nutrients found in black beans are vitamin C, vitamin A, calcium, folate, magnesium, iron, and potassium. 1 cup of mushrooms, and these are portobello mushrooms, contains very little fat, sodium, carbohydrates, and fiber, but has 2.2 grams of protein and some copper, potassium, and iron, and other minuscule minerals in there. I couldn't find information on. Mushrooms can absorb flavors and have similar chewiness to meat, especially steak. Portobello has been compared to steak by vegans, but it does depend on the mushroom you use. But just about any mushroom has enough protein in there to boost your other protein source. And other plants I can swap are tofu and quinoa in similar preparation as the black beans and mushrooms. The balance of high protein plants have been found to complement each other during digestion and boost one another in providing nutrients that the body needs to break down and use as energy and cell growth. The black beans and mushrooms will go into half poblano peppers. Poblano peppers or pasita peppers contain 48 calories each, have a little over 1 gram of fat, no cholesterol, they're low in sodium, have 410 milligrams of potassium, 9 grams of carbohydrates, 3.7 grams of dietary fiber from carbohydrates, and 2 grams of protein. So this is going to be a pretty loaded meal here. 1 tablespoon of garlic powder contains 1.6 grams of protein, 0.1 grams of fat, and 7 grams of total carbohydrates. Nutrients found in poblanos, if I didn't mention, are iron, B6, magnesium, and calcium. Instead of using salt, I used the garlic powder, which provides its own sodium at 6 milligrams. Garlic powder is great for enhancing the umami flavors in mushrooms. This basic start to poblano poppers is purely vegan and can be topped with cheese like Oaxaca, but will remain vegan. The black beans are the complex carbohydrate. The olive oil is a healthy lipid, provided you don't overcook it. A bowl of brown rice can be added as an additional complex carbohydrate using vegetable broth instead of water. All right, here we go. After cooking the video, I found that it was actually a lot quicker than cooking meat. To just saute the mushrooms, I sauteed the mushrooms first, and they were able to absorb the heat and the flavor of the garlic powder and the olive oil pretty quickly, so I had to lower the temperature on the stove. And I had the poblano peppers lightly coated in some olive oil to keep them from sticking and to get a little bit of a bubble on them. That way they will be soft and tender. And they aren't going to be as spicy as jalapeno poppers, but still have enough fiber and carbs in there that you're not going to be suffering for anything. It took only about 15 minutes. I'm a bit surprised about that too. Well, the bean soaking took a little bit longer, and there are ways of getting around that without having so much sodium or going frozen or canned on any of this. The affordability is a little iffy. Portobello mushrooms were $8.49 a pound, and 2 of them were half a pound, so it was about $4 for 2 mushrooms. The black beans were cheap as always. Just a small bag can make a few cups of these, and as it turns out, this meal is actually really easy to make, and you can have it as a meal prep. You can freeze them, or you can have them ready to go for lunch. And 1 little cup of it, of the poblano, gets really soft, but look at that stem, that garlic in there, that olive oil. It's so tasty, and the mushrooms hold a pretty good consistency like a chicken or a steak, but it crumbles and it absorbs the flavor perfectly. And with this, it's completely vegan. You can add cheese on top of it. You can swap out the black beans and the mushrooms for anything else like tofu or quinoa, as I mentioned earlier. And I would definitely say I do things a little bit differently with different options here, but I'm really loving the idea that I don't really have to add cheese or add meat to this, and it gives me all the nutrients I need, pretty jam packed into something I can eat on a lunch break. Um, I would definitely want to make this in the future, and I would hope someone else could do with this what they will, get their protein and their fiber while still having low carb. It's almost like the keto diet if you really want to go that way. It's very diabetic friendly. Uh, if you like Mexican food, definitely try this dish. The only things I'd change about it is probably having a better option for the black beans instead of having to wait for them to soak. I'd have to figure out how to store them and prepare them so that if I want this dish, they're just ready to go. I'd hate to go for the canned or the frozen because I feel like you don't get the right flavor with the frozen, and the canned always has sodium. I've checked every can, even the low sodium still has enough sodium in it. So doing the beans from scratch was the most difficult part and took the longest. But as it goes, this looks like a tasty dinner for me, and I have leftovers for myself for the next couple meals. You could even add a side of veggies, or like I mentioned earlier, brown rice cooked in water or vegetable broth. I find vegetable broth goes well with brown rice. And yeah, hopefully you try this and you enjoy it as much as I do. The little bites I had, oh yeah, I'm looking forward to this. All right,